Welcome to Seymour from the Front Pew podcast, coming to you from the broadcast studio at Seymour First Baptist Church in Seymour, Tennessee, and featuring thoughts and discussions around loving God, loving others, making disciples, and living the life. I am your host, Tiger Brooks, and now on to the podcast. Here we are again, back in the studio.
Guess who's back? We is back.
So we went around, been going round and round about what topic to talk about today.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we really need topics.
We really need topics.
Please email us topics.
Please send us ideas to talk about.
And so,
For you five that are listening,
Hi, Mom.
we at least need two apiece.
Exactly. So we landed on a topic that is near and dear to some of our hearts,
Yes.
and that is cars.
Yes.
It
Not the Disney movie.
and the thing, life is a highway.
I like that movie.
It is a good
It was
movie.
the boys' favorite for a long time.
So
Even the sequels are pretty good.
Austin is back on the hunt. He has a child in his home who has now turned 16, is ready for the hand-me-down Honda.
That's right.
Hey,
Honda
just think about
is
this.
ready
This
to-
is where our car adventure really started. I mean, really took a turn. What I would say for the better. I'm not sure everybody would say that, but
It has turned.
I mean, when Caleb started driving, that's where all of this really started over for us.
The constant turnover in vehicles.
Yeah. That's what we were just talking about. So Caleb, my oldest, our first one to drive, got another vehicle this week. And I think it is number 13 for him. So he's 21. In 5 years, he's had 13 cars. And I love it. I'm all
He
for it.
already has more cars than I'll have in my entire life.
Yeah.
He has more cars than I have die-cast cars.
Yeah.
Still from my childhood.
Actually,
That's amazing.
I still have some Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I
only saved the good ones. So
I've had a few, but my car turnover slowed way down in the last 10 years,
Yeah.
15 years.
I wish I could do it more.
So
You're living vicariously.
Yeah.
You're basically going and
you
welding
are
him
going
all
with
of these
him
cars.
all
I've
over
said this
creation.
before. I don't,
to
know if,
look
she-
at
I don't know if
cars.
she's ever heard me say it, but Melody would kill me if I did what he does. But she loves that he does it. So
yeah,
so that's how we
It's an unsettled
have fun with it. So
it's interesting. Y'all have driven all over the place to go find vehicles. You have driven to places 4 hours away only to come back empty-handed.
yeah, multiple times.
Yeah.
So I was telling again, Caleb's engaged. I think a lot of people know that. Maybe they don't, but he's getting married in March, and so his fiance went with us on Monday. So we drove. It was just 2.5 hours away. I mean, it's not that bad.
Just 2.5.
Yeah, just 2.5.
It's just 5 hours round trip.
And as we are
But
pulling,
for the deal you got,
it is a great deal.
yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
great
and that's
deal.
why we do it. You find great deals.
Yeah.
We were pulling into this little bitty town in Kentucky. I mean, it's probably 1,500 people. And we're pulling in, and of course, we passed $2 Generals on the way in. But we're pulling in, and we all went. I mean, so Melody, Emmy, me, Caleb, Rachel, we all are going. Bennett's at school, and as we pull in, Caleb was like, "Rachel, you realize that we may go see this truck and drive away, go home without it." And she was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yes." So anyway,
It's a real possibility.
so we were talking about it. So we've actually driven further than that just to buy wheels before. So I can remember. So this was Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Let's go buy wheels.
Yeah.
So
Bye.
This is actually before Caleb was 16. So Mother's Day would have been May before he turned 16 in June. He already had his. So it was actually already his second car. He had already had a Jeep, sold it, and then bought an F-150. And we drove from Paris to St. Louis to buy wheels on Mother's Day.
Those may have been Hot Wheels.
So they were, they were Ford Raptor wheels, new, modern, Ford Raptor wheels that we were putting on a 2008 truck, and it made it look a lot better. Funny thing. again to add to it.
Did Melody go with you?
She went with us, yeah. So
on
we
Mother's
went
Day?
on Mother's Day, all of us. We drove his truck or whatever else. And but the funny thing is we actually bought 3 wheels. We didn't buy 4. We were buying 3. So anyway.
What? You
You
resell?
had one?
No, but I found another one somewhere else.
Oh my gosh.
And because he only had 3, we bought 3 for what the price of 1 was. And so by the time we were done, we had 4 wheels for the price of 2. So anyway,
That's amazing.
But what about gas and time?
it's family time, man.
I mean, there's
Gas.
a
I mean,
reality
even
to that.
driving in his truck
Yeah.
to St. Louis and back. I mean, it was a tank and a half of gas, $60, $80 at the time, and we had a great time. So we usually find restaurants along the way, have fun. Whatever.
That's
I mean,
faith.
all
Buying
right, so
3 wheels.
I mean,
thinking
you are
you're gonna
sitting in
find
the car
Here.
with your son
yeah.
for hours, and it's just conversation. As long as you don't fight in that conversation.
Okay, so like we're sitting here telling this story. How many years later now?
Yeah.
We're at least 5 years later. I mean, how many stories do we pop up from 5 years ago? Family stories that we
Valid.
did, you know?
and a lot of them are around going and buying a car.
Yeah. Oh, I can. We can talk about Atlanta and Greenville, South Carolina. Those are just the ones we didn't come back with.
That's
The greater Southeast United States.
But let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you're going to do this, you have to really know cars and be knowing what you're looking for
sure.
so that you don't buy the wrong thing.
Which brings us to
Man, I
Austin.
still
I don't want to talk about it.
I still feel bad about this one.
I don't want to talk about it.
I feel like I should have gone.
you ever
I
shared
feel like
this?
I should have asked you.
yeah, if you'd have gone,
I should. He offered,
Yeah.
and I should have. Instead, I took Justin White.
Are you serious? I did not know that till right now.
That's who drove me.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
talk about
it just got even better.
the automotive brain trust. The automotive brain trust that was a part of this transaction.
I love you, Justin. Yeah, if anybody could
All we
be
need to say
worse
on that
to
is
take on
Mustang.
this. Yeah,
You should have not
his
taken
Mustang. Golly, Bill. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, man.
We won't make you tell the whole thing, but this,
I don't know.
suffice it to say, you bought a truck, you bought a pig and a poke.
What? A what?
you got hoodooed.
I heard that one. I hadn't heard the first one.
Have either. Who, dude? Yeah. Long story short. Yeah. Yeah. The longer version is, I had that Jeep. I loved that Jeep.
It was a nice Jeep.
Finally bought right before we moved here. I bought a really nice Jeep. We had decided let's have a fun family vehicle. We had a minivan, so let's have that we could pile in for all the things. So let's get something just for fun. And so we bought that. But when we moved here, with Leah going back to school and all the things, we decided we didn't need the car payment. So in the interest of financial integrity, that's where all this started.
Yeah, trying to do the right
thing and not have a car payment. Yeah, I sold my Jeep. I got another Jeep, but it just wasn't working. So we sold it, and I was going to get a truck. Went and drove to Nashville. I found a truck that was, high miles, older F-150. Justin drove me to Nashville. It was really sketch. I think y'all know the story about how I got it, but when I met the guy at a Kroger parking lot.
I don't think I've heard any of this.
Oh, I met the guy at a
I
Kroger
may have,
parking
and
lot.
I've
He did
forgotten,
not
but-
speak much. He was Eastern European.
Oh, no.
And and I drove it with him. Didn't really notice anything. Of course, I don't know anything about cars. So, if it accelerates and brakes,
Yeah.
to me,
It started, it went,
it stopped. To me, that's vehicle, especially when you're talking about it was not that expensive.
You'll drive vehicle, I get money.
Right. When I got back, pulled in the parking lot, and the guy was like, "So are you going to buy it or not?" And I was like, "Well, give me a minute." And he was like, "Well, there's another guy about to pull in to look at it if you're not going to buy it." And
The old pressure.
right.
The
And
old
now,
pressure.
in hindsight, and anyway, so I bought the vehicle, drove it home. Fast forward like a week, my dad had to drive it, and he called me while he was driving it, and he was like, "Have you noticed that the odometer is not moving?" on your truck? And I was like, no, I've never noticed. He said, yeah, I'm driving down the road and it's not adding any miles. So that was the first indication. At one point, I needed to kick it into four-wheel drive, and I did, and nothing happened. There was no four-wheel drive. And
You had a button.
It had a dial.
I mean, it's a Ford F-150, so it has a dial. I kicked it into four-wheel drive. There's nothing happened.
There was no four-wheel drive.
No engagement, no light.
Transmission.
Right.
There was no transfer case.
There was no transfer case. The backup camera stopped working. Sometimes it wouldn't start. So
Things began to cascade.
Things began to really pile up. So I took it to a place. What's funny is I took it to a place I trust, and they just said, we can't do anything with this here. They didn't give me any information. So I waited another month, and then it wouldn't shift out of first gear. I was in Sevierville for Everett's basketball game, and I couldn't get it out of first gear. It was just, so I finally took it to the Ford dealership. We were at convention. I left it because I had to leave it for a while, and I got a phone call, and
I remember this.
They said, well, she said, the first problem is because I went in and I told them all the things. I said, something can't be right. And she said, well, your first problem is the reason it won't kick into four-wheel drive is it's not a four-wheel drive truck. So the dash that you're looking at is not the real dash. So it turned out somebody had hijacked the computer. That's why the miles didn't work. She said, nothing on this truck. It's all just piecemealed together, and it's all about to fall apart. And you don't need to drive it anymore. So anyway, luckily I guess we wholesaled it, scrapped it out, and I lost about
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I lost about $12,000.
Even in the midst of all, one is I have still felt bad. Anyway, but I have learned, I've bought a lot of cars without reports. We've bought a lot of cars without reports. I have learned I now pay for the reports. So like if we're looking, I typically will buy a bundle of reports, like 10 reports, because when I bought my truck, so I'm a car guy. I like car. I mean, it's always used cars, always has been, but like my favorite is GMC trucks. Like I love GMC trucks, but I finally had to sell my GMC truck because it had an oil leak that I couldn't get rid of. And so I was like, I need to get rid of it. So I sold it, got rid of it, and was like, I'm going to do the smart thing and get a Toyota Tundra because they like run forever. And so I started looking. I ran 6 reports on trucks, Toyota Tundras, and at least, again, 6 that the mileage was off by 50 to 150,000 miles. That the odometer was 50 to 150,000 miles less than what was on the report. And so like,
you wouldn't think that that's that prevalent, but
you wouldn't think like now, but like, we did 2 this last time with Caleb, we did 2 that were off, 2 where their mileage was off. And those were on Fords. So, and I think it is either changing the whole instrument panel. So they go to the junkyard to find a similar truck and they just take the whole instrument panel out. But you would think that should convey with the computer, not with the instrument panel. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it's more prevalent than you think. So be careful. Yeah. It seems really prevalent on Toyotas and Lexuses. I think there is a way, if you have a very good Scantron, I think there's a way to go in, hijack it, and alter the number that way. So just be careful. Yeah. So anyway, but I still love selling cars. It's still a lot of fun. So, and then Jason is over here, who
Jason has been driving the same car since he was born.
Yes,
and it might be the same tires.
No, he got new tires.
He finally upgraded.
The tires had to be close to 10 years old.
No, I got new tires on the Yaris literally like within the month before we moved here.
Okay, so they were 8.
So they were 9 years when I got them.
I wasn't far off then.
They were Maypops.
Yeah, that's right.
To be fair, they are go-kart tires.
Yeah. Just slightly
bigger than golf carts.
I've had grocery carts with bigger tires on it than that.
So his Yaris bought new.
Yeah, I bought that Yaris with 3 miles on it.
Back in '07.
When I got that thing, it had 3 miles on it. I literally had just started my first time full-time ministry position, and gosh, in that first year, I put 40,000 miles on it in 1 year, just about. I mean, I've put the miles on it, so it's
one tank of gas.
Yeah. It's a tiny little car, but man, I love that thing. I've not had anything. I've had one major thing done on it. Now watch, the whole thing's gonna fall apart. But it's got 290 some thousand miles on it at this point. I've put every one of those miles on it, so I know exactly how many miles are on it because I put it on it
forever.
And I've had the hot water or the water pump went out one time.
The hot water heater.
Yeah, when I can live in the thing too. It's fine. But when the water pump went out, they had to they went ahead and replaced the timing chain on it, and that's it.
You just have to rotate the mice and put a new rubber band in it.
Right.
I mean, the mice are holding the brakes on, so I think I've only replaced the brakes maybe twice on that.
How much did you pay for that thing?
Man, I don't even. I could remember now. If you go back,
That'd be interesting to run a cost analysis on.
Right.
That. I mean, like,
you've got to be just killing it.
it's like $50 a month in the lifespan. Like,
I want to say I paid like, I don't know, 14 or 15
Oh my gosh.
thousand for it.
and that was
2007.
You could probably still almost sell that at this point with the state of the.
Yeah, it's probably not getting as good a gas mileage now, but when I first bought it, I was getting somewhere between 32 and 36 miles a gallon. But I was driving 95% of my miles were interstate miles, so I was doing interstate most of the way. So, but yeah,
that's fun.
it's been through it. And that thing just keeps going.
I don't think I could do
I
it.
love it.
So you're making the switch. You're going to. Elijah's getting the Honda.
Yeah, so we bought.
and you're
we
looking
bought,
for.
We bought the Accord 3 years ago. We bought an Accord with 150,000 miles and had the idea because Accords will just hopefully just run.
Yeah.
And so our kids are 3 years, 4 months apart. So it'll be Eli's for 3 years. It'll be Everett's for 3 years, and it'll be Norris as long as it'll last.
Yeah.
The goal is for each kid to drive it for 3 years. So we would
Do a little changes.
Yeah, so I'm up to 180,000 miles on it, and I figure that'll take us to 250 or so. So anyway, he'll inherit that. That's been the game plan. So I gotta do something for myself. So
You're looking for a truck?
I don't know.
Do you know?
It all depends on
Tiger's got a
life
truck.
and finances and all the things. It sucks buying a car right now. So
Yeah, it's hard.
it is.
I've had I've had my truck. It's a 2005. So do I have the oldest vehicle amongst all of us now? 205? I mean, 05?
Well,
Yeah, we don't.
no, our van is older than that.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's 2010. No, you're right.
Yeah. So it's a 2005 Toyota Tundra, original body style, 202,000 miles on it. And runs great.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
You got a nice truck.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I wanted to get
Toyota
into a
vision.
Tundra.
Yeah.
I mean, they just run.
It
They
runs
Yep.
great. I
do oil changes and basic oil maintenance stuff, and they just keep running.
I from time to time I'm like, I kind of get the itch to
Yep.
figure out, should I make the change while I've still got value?
About every other day for me that I want to change cars.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if I want to. Recently, honestly, I've thought before I sell it, I may talk to Paige about this the other day. It's like maybe we just get a car. And
Have a third car.
I just keep.
Yes.
I just keep the truck to haul trash and haul whatever I need to haul.
Yes.
It will run till Jesus comes, hopefully. And then we get, because she's got a new Telluride, great car, love it, travel with it, and it's comfortable. And I thought maybe we could just get a fun one that's got good gas mileage or something like that.
We need
that I can
Tiger
just drive.
in a Mini Cooper convertible.
For my left or right foot.
That's right.
the window would be here, and Tiger's eyes would be above the window.
We were leaving, going to Kentucky the other day. There were 4 big guys in a Mustang convertible, and the guy in the front passenger had to have that seat all the way up for somebody to be sitting behind him, and his head was
That's
like 4
funny.
inches above the.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'd be
anyway,
catching gnats in my teeth.
that would be fun.
But we've talked through, what that might look like. I don't know. We'll see.
It's a very guy thing to say. So any of our female listeners, maybe they don't, but it's a tear between like driving something you want to drive and then what you just need to drive. And that's a transition at different stages of life. Sometimes you can get something you just really want. Sometimes you just got to get what'll get you through.
And really that was kind of the case I ran into, because I've had several vehicles when I was younger before we got married, all kinds of different things. And then it becomes like when you're young, married, in ministry, you have less disposable income than I once had. And so you had to make decisions that were more economically viable. And so there was a period of time that I had the truck I had before this Tundra was a Colorado, Chevrolet Colorado, which goes against everything I'm about.
Because he's really a Ford guy.
I tend to be a Ford guy. And this was a Chevrolet, and it was a small, smaller. And it was never comfortable for me, but it was at the right price and it was a truck.
Yep.
And so I just kind of made my way through it until I was finally like, I don't have to drive this. I can find something else.
Yep.
And that's when I found the Toyota. And of course it's very comfortable. It's not the big size Tundra, but it's very comfortable for me. Yeah. And, but anyway, we'll see what happens. But I have to try vehicles on. I mean, I have to make sure I fit in them appropriately.
Will the seat go back far enough?
Yeah. I mean, it's just the fact of life. I mean, there are things that I've been in that I don't. What are you laughing about?
We can't say it.
I can't say it.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay, so to change gears.
Nice.
All right, what's the favorite car you've ever had?
Oh, so
I think I know. We've asked this question before, but not on air. What's your favorite car you've ever had?
So I've never gotten to just have
what you
the
want.
Dream. So the closest I've had was my 08 GMC truck, because I like GMC trucks, and so that was the closest. It was 4-door, 4-wheel drive. That was the closest, probably my favorite. And I kept it 3 or 4 years. And so, that's probably, I haven't had much stuff longer than that. So it's probably my favorite that I've had. So, yeah.
Tiger?
So I'm gonna say two. My very first vehicle was a hand-me-down from my dad. It was a 1974 Jeep Cherokee, 2-door. Had 360 V8 engine in it. It was a American Motors, engine.
Color?
It was tan. Those are fun. I mean, it would climb a tree. It had quadra-track, 4-wheel drive, and but it got to where they call that. Paige would tell you this. It was the Tagmobile, because I put a real nice Alpine stereo in it. And this was, I'm 16. I had big subwoofers in it, and, we would roll the windows down and frolic around town and that thing. It got to where it would burn almost as much transmission fluid as it would gasoline.
That's funny. That was
when I went from Kingsport to the UT, that was my first, I went to college there on my Odyssey. That was my educational trip. It burned 2 quarts of transmission fluid. It lost it. It was all on my back windshield. Going from Kingsport to Knoxville.
Not had that.
Yeah. Anyway, but Dad took that one back and made it a service truck, and he one day showed up and with a brand new Mustang. It was a LX. It was 4-cylinder. It wasn't all that. It was a 1988. Fox body, black Mustang, and it was brand new. And I don't know. I think that was a tax decision, probably. I was like, literally, he brought it to school and handed me the keys. He goes, I bought you something.
That's what you need. That's what y'all need as a third vehicle. Y'all need to buy a Mustang convertible with that V6 that has 300.
Now you're living vicariously through it, so you can drive it.
Needs to be a stick
shift.
shift.
It's a Ford.
I
mean, I'm only going to like it so much, but
but that's not the vehicle. My second vehicle was after that Eagle, or after that Ford, was an Eagle 1990 Eagle Talon TSI turbo.
Those were fun.
It would absolutely. It was a butt rocket. I mean, and it was one that probably, it was a struggle to fit in. but it would
It'd
absolutely fly.
I
It would.
might have driven a friend's
Yeah.
120 plus.
Yeah. It would go. And Paige loved that car too. She really liked it. She drove it a little bit after I did.
Yeah, they're fun. What color?
When red is red, tinted windows, black. It had that black top and I darked out windows and a red.
I remember those, the hunter green, that dark hunter green was big on those. That was a lot of fun.
Anyway,
Favorite car?
I mean, mine's. I've had
He's gonna say
4
the Yaris.
cars in
He's
my
gonna say
whole
the
life.
Yaris.
I mean, I can tell you the 4 cars I've owned. I've owned a Toyota Camry. That was my first ever car. Then the Yaris is my second car that I've ever owned in my entire life. And then we got the Venza and then the van.
That's crazy.
That's it. That's the only 4 cars that I've ever.
He still has 3 of the 4 that he's ever owned.
yeah.
Yeah, 3 of my 4 cars I've ever owned in my entire
crazy.
life, I still have in my possession. And we're in the process of probably looking at that van having to be
It'll take
replaced.
Jason 2 years to replace
It
it.
will. I
trying
got
to
someone
hurry
on
him
it.
up.
I got someone on it
there
to
we
look
go.
at it,
Okay,
and
good.
he's hunting me down something.
All right, good.
Find something because and it's not because anything's wrong with the car. I'm just don't always trust town and country. That's part of the issue there, and so getting something that can take us further. I mean, that's been a necessity for us. Obviously, the van necessity with 6 in our family. We've got to have it. So of my 4 cars, I would have to say the Yaris. I mean, it has been my favorite car. I love that thing. It fits me like a glove.
Literally.
Tight little glove.
It really does. You've worn it in.
Yeah. But for me, I appreciate
The seat
cars.
has your butt imprint.
It really does. I mean, it's there. There's no question. But,
Somebody else sits in it and they're like, "What's this?"
What is this?
Megan hates driving it. She does not like the car. I think she doesn't like driving it now because it's so loud, because I'm pretty sure there's a rust hole in the muffler somewhere. So it sounds really good right now. But, I mean, I appreciate cars. I like nice cars. I would love to own a nice car. That's just not in our budget to own a nice car. So for me, cars have always been what is the most effective, efficient car for us. And
What's the most practical? Really?
yeah, and when I bought that Yaris, I was driving miles after miles after miles, and I mean, I even when I finally got to Greensboro, I was in seminary and I was driving on a regular basis, and so for me, it was a necessity to have a good gas efficient car, and I didn't have to fit a lot of people in it, like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So I mean, and on top of that, I mean, I have gotten my monies out of that car.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
It's-
I think I figured it a while ago. It's probably. It's probably cost you like $70 a month over the last span of that car.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's crazy.
I mean, I had that thing paid off in 3 years.
Right. Yeah.
So I've not. It's just. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love that car, not because
You've been
it's flashy
driving it without. Well, you've been driving it paid for 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's a lot of income that went out of the
Yeah.
pocket.
I've got 2 or 3 guesses on your favorite one, but I'm gonna wait here and see if I'm right.
So
I think I've heard this actually.
Yeah, you probably have. I distinctly remember everything you just said. I was like, we've had this conversation. Yeah, I loved the Jeep. The Jeep we had
Nice.
But that's not gonna be your answer.
but family wise, we had a lot of fun in that car.
Yeah.
We'd take the top off and we'd go do adventures. Nora would fall asleep every time.
But you also got rid of it about the
that-
time you probably needed to. 3 kids in the back of a Jeep is.
Oh, it was,
Hard.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have fit
They're
us.
getting bigger.
So, missed that one. And that was the nicest car probably I ever had. When I was a kid, my dad made a deal with my sister and I that if we made straight A's through high school, he'd buy us a car. And so I did not get straight A's in high school, but I did get a full scholarship to college. So when I was a freshman in college, my first 2 trucks, I'd wrecked the first one, and then the second truck was exactly identical. Was a 4-cylinder Ford Ranger stick shift base model. Didn't even have, like vinyl floors.
Hard to beat them though, man.
I loved both of them, and I would drive another one in a heartbeat. But I say that to say I was used to a car that topped out at 82 miles an hour going, because that just not a big engine. So my dad bought me what was my dream car at that point, which was it's funny because it's a family car, a Nissan Altima with the V6 engine, and it was it felt like it would just fly.
Yeah, those are nice vehicles.
That worked,
And it was a 2005 Altima black, which I always like black cars.
Prior to that VCT engine too, like they would run. They would last for a long time.
And it was great. I love that car. I always, if I had not, I got hit in it and it got totaled. That
car was probably built like 2 miles from the house that I grew up.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been.
So, yeah.
But anyway, that was my favorite car. I'd have it back in a heartbeat. If I hate that person hit me. But anyway.
And yours? Fun. Did you say yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite would have been my truck. Yeah. So now the funny stories are first cars. I mean, you kind of told
which truck?
My GMC truck. Probably my favorite one ever. Because I've always had to make car decisions based off of what is the smartest thing. I mean, I can remember middle of the boys growing up. We always kind of kept a nicer family car, and I bought a 2005 Camry because it just made the most sense. I could pay cash for it, and I could run it all over the place, and everybody could fit in it or whatever else. Anyway, but
I remember the difference in when my dad growing up would buy, when he bought cars that he liked and when he bought cars out of necessity. And the ones that he bought out of necessity, they never lasted long. But when he bought a car he liked, he'd drive them. I mean, there were 3 that I remember that he drove for a long time.
Washed it a lot.
Washed it every
Probably
Saturday.
One of the best car decisions that we ever bought and lasted us the longest, kind of like your Yaris, was we bought a 98 Dodge Durango. And you don't think about like lifespan, but man, we had it we probably drove it 150,000 miles. I pulled a pontoon boat from Knoxville to Paris in it. Like it had a good V8 engine. It lasted a long time. It got horrible gas mileage, but I've never bought a car based on gas mileage. So it's just not one of the factors for me most of the time. So anyway, but it was a lot of fun. My first car, I tell people, it was an 82 Vet Chevette.
Yeah. Yeah. What color was it?
2-door, 4-speed. You know, that's where I learned to drive a stick shift, was on my gravel driveway.
What color was
Chevette
it?
Gray.
Yeah.
So
I know the color.
But it actually wasn't my first car because it's what I learned on. But my first car was an 83 Buick LeSabre 2-door.
Yeah.
And the doors were so heavy that I had to open them for my dates. I mean, I literally had to open and close them because the door was
bad mamma jamma.
I mean, it was as long. The door was as big as this room.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was just crazy. So
Okay, so one last, we'll go around just because Jason,
we've heard everything about all 4.
I know all of them. So what's your dream car? If you could just have, just for fun, not just, if you could just have a fun car, what would it be?
No, we don't have to have any practical reason to keep it or, I got this.
Okay, go ahead.
Porsche 911.
What year?
Probably a late 80s, early 90s with the well tail that was fixed, that stayed, because I like the look of it the best. Like, I mean, just Porsche is incredible. Porsche. I've never owned one, so I don't call it that. So, anyway.
That's a good question. For me, practically, probably just a F-250 King Ranch, big old truck, got everything on it.
See, if I was the practical, I would do the GMC 2500.
I mean, it's not practical. It's really, I mean, legitimately, I could see myself in that maybe one day. But I've always had my mom and dad had a 79 Lincoln Town Car. Before that, they had a Mark IV Lincoln that went to my sister, actually. And it had those big old doors. It was a 2-door. But there is a span of time in the 60s that Lincoln made, I believe it's a 67, that they made a 4-door Lincoln that had suicide doors in the back. And if they're in a lot of, they're in a lot of movies and stuff now. Mm-hmm. It is a sweet looking ride. And if I could just snap my fingers and there would be a rebuilt, renewed one of those things, I would drive that thing. I'd look good in that thing. But that would probably
fit you. That would fit you.
Yeah, I can see
black
that.
On black. Mm-hmm. Black on black.
Yeah, look it up sometime. Look for that. Lincoln with the suicide doors. It's pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
What about you,
man? Since I was a kid, and I know there's a lot better cars now, but I was a kid, I wanted a Dodge Viper.
Yeah,
Vipers,
those
man,
were
they just
nice.
They were
a pretty car.
Those would smoke, man.
Man, I always like. I remember having. That's one of the first model cars I ever did.
Yep, me too.
Was a Dodge Viper, and ever since then, like I had a poster of a Dodge Viper in my car in my room, and it'd be a Dodge Viper.
Yeah.
Even now, because it's what I've always. Man, it'd be nice to drive one of them.
Yeah,
That's cool.
those were really cool.
And you don't see many of them. They're just.
Yeah.
They're not very.
So when I was at the service station with Dad, we had a contract with lots of dealers, and they would all bring their cars to fill up. So that's it. That is it. I mean, would I not look good in that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that fits
that'd
you.
work. That'd
Yeah.
work. It'd look good.
Was I right? Is that a 67?
I don't know what
year
year
is
that
that?
is.
In straight.
You would smell a certain
63,
way.
that's
every time you get out of that
63.
thing.
Yeah, but that looks good.
63. Yeah. Anyway,
That car's got character.
it does.
Yeah.
It does. And what was I saying?
I don't know.
That you would look
Oh,
good.
no, car dealers would come. And so we had an Alley's Dodge in Kingsport, and they would come and they would fill those things up. And so we would see all the new cars, for that period of time that we were servicing them. And the Viper it was a bad mamma jamma,
Yeah.
man. They'd wheel out. Back then you could get $5 for a test drive, and that would do
wow.
it. You'd get 5 gallons. And they'd smoke the tires out of the station. It was pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
Who else?
That's
Is it
awesome.
your turn?
Yeah, mine
there's
was,
a-
those are.
I'll pull up the Viper.
That's nice. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot that I like. Like you say, like practically, I would like to just have a nice truck, or even a really nice Jeep again. Of course, with the kids at the age they are, that's not really. But so practically speaking, but impractical, I don't know. There's a lot of them. I don't know if you go with something from my childhood, but I like a '69 Camaro, those Hugger orange ones.
Yeah.
That would be
Yes.
that would be
Now do that with a resto mod and put a new engine.
yeah.
AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, AC. Because
Yeah, do y'all follow that Vanguard Motors?
Yeah.
You see those people? Yeah, those Dodge Vipers.
That's just sharp.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Anyway,
It is. Anyway,
I think we could find one of those for not that much money.
Probably.
Anyway, sorry.
somebody's got one for sale around here but it is
It is nice.
really nice. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
All right.
All right. What did you say? You said a '69 Camaro.
Hugger orange.
Hugger orange.
That's the color.
The fact that you would
Comes
know
up. As soon
that.
as I do HU, it came up. Pull one up.
Oh, yeah.
Sharp,
Some
isn't it?
stripes down the hood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Black. Oh, that one's white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a good looking car.
Yeah. That was
All right.
nice.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right.
I could do this all day.
We've done it a good portion of the day. Anyway, thank you for listening. If you have some ideas,
Or you
want
want to bring your Dodge Viper for us to drive.
Yes.
We will drive.
We will
anything.
drive it for you.
you have a '63 Lincoln, that you're wanting to get rid of, come
I
see
don't
me.
think you could find one of those.
No.
Like you could
It's
have Viper,
sharp,
man.
though.
That's got to
Yeah,
be
that's nice.
really rare.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening. As always, reach out if we can do anything for you. Give us an idea about some podcasts. We'd love to hear it. But thanks for listening. Say bye, fellas.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to Seymour from the Front Pew. Our sole desire for this podcast is to glorify God by educating and encouraging His body. If you would like to learn more about anything you've heard today, feel free to reach out by email at staff@seymourfbc.org or by visiting our website at seymourfbc.org. If you're located near our community and do not have a church home, come worship with us at 10:15 a.m. on Sunday morning. Until then, we pray God's richest blessings on you and yours as you love God, love others, make disciples, and live the life.